In front of my whole school yesterday, I shared that my father took his own life. And it was in front of 7th all the way through 12th grade students. As you can see, this is what we call a chapel. I teach at a private Christian school where we talk about spiritual concepts. And believe it or not, in sharing this story, I talked about joy. I have to say, I was terrified to share this. I've shared it before a couple times, but I've never shared it on like a scale like this, or had to revisit those emotions. And I broke down in front of my students. It was wild. It was very wild. At like a certain point, like a sound came out of me, like the pain was back, and it was quite intense, and it was something that I think my students they weren't expecting from me. My students see me as kind of like this crazy teacher who jumps up on desks and who is silly and cracks jokes, and we do roasting and all that. But I got so real and vulnerable, and it was wild. I was terrified. To be able to like share that in front of my kids. I thought, like, what if this is all they see anymore, and they don't just see me? And I mean, like, I got so real and went to such a crazy place. But it was wild. And it's like sharing with you is like just as scary, right? Because I don't know you. Whoever is going to see this is the internet, right? And the internet is full of craziness. And for me to share this I don't know how I feel about it. But I felt like I should. I guess the beauty of sharing this with the school was a lot of kids are going through a lot, right? A lot of kids feel as if they're not seen, or they're going through all these struggles. And for me to go up and share, a lot of these kids were like, after chapel, they were like, man, how can you still have joy? How can you still like have all this stuff? And I'm like, well, it's not me, right? Like, if it was up to me, I would go into my car and scream, and be angry. And I shared I shared that it doesn't come from me, right? It comes from God. And it was awesome to be able to have that conversation with the kids. And it's also cool to share this with you guys. So you guys now know who I am behind the TikTok, behind the screen, behind YouTube, whatever it is. Like, this is who I am. This is what I struggle with. Joy doesn't come easy to me, even though I make ridiculous videos and I'm goofy, whatever. This is real. And I know that every one of us has something going on, and you have your own struggle, whatever that is. But I share with you to give you, I don't even know, I guess to be vulnerable and to hopefully be that example to you, whether you know me or not, or whether you care. So yeah, that was real. That was hard. Thanks for listening if you've listened this far.